think now that the new focus that the brands needs to see is that Instagram it's fighting with Facebook, like I said in the first part, because Instagram is a so visual social network, and that is important, especially for the brands who works with the lifestyle, with clothes, for example, the retail companies, because they sold or they sell not just the thing, for example, not just the t-shirt, not just the jacket, they sell an experience. uh, I'm gonna put an example like Starbucks. Starbucks don't sell just coffee, they sell a kind of life, a kind of experience. Another example of like Forever 21, they you not only see, for example, just the clothes, you see the people in the street, or maybe a cold break this brand. That's important because Instagram it's at the same way a social network that creates lets the people create their um, content. For example, photos, videos, especially with the photos, because you take a photo by yourself, but with Instagram the people start to take care more about the things that they are putting there, because start to be like a way to make the difference, for example. And in the brands they start to invest money on it, because they start to see that Instagram it's actually in the second place, like the social network that's gonna be like a boom, for example, like the principal channel with the people are in this nowadays, for example. And that's really actually Instagram is the social network that grows up in a short period of time, difference from Facebook. Facebook takes around 10 years to be the social network that is nowadays, but Instagram just take 5 years to do that, and everyone is using it. For example, everyone see the histories on Instagram. Actually, Instagram was the no, Instagram is part of the Facebook company now, but actually conserve his same identity. Actually, I recommend to the brands, especially to the brands that dedicates to sell more than the product service, have a Instagram account, because it's a social network for me, difference to Facebook, because Facebook is actually like the people start to boring about this kind of social network like Facebook, because everyone is on it and you start to looking for another one. And Instagram is that is this kind of social network that people it's going to search or is searching. And so many brands invest more money, for example, on Instagram than Facebook. And actually the digital world or the digital people, for example, expect that Instagram starts to be more useful than Facebook in around 5 years, for example. Because why? That's one of the reasons, because the young people start to looking for another social networks. Facebook it's sounds a bit weird, but Facebook starts to be older for day. Finally, I want to make a conclusion. The brands needs to be in a social network. It doesn't depend if the brand it's about a product, I don't know, shoes, if the brand sells coffee, if the brand produce cars, I don't know, any kind of things, but the brands or the companies needs to be in a social network because the people is on it, and they need they need to invest. It's a big important part because if they don't invest on it, they're not gonna have followers, and the followers are the same. It's the same thing to say the quality of you have a support, and that's important for the brands. You can grow up nowadays. You can be successful like a brand if you don't have are part of the digital world, and that's how the advertising changed for the brands, and that's how we when we plan for example to make a media plan for any brand, included TV or radio, as the agencies include the digital part, and that's why it's important for the brands be in this kind of channel that we call it the digital media. And that's all. Thank you.